Hi, how are you all doing? I hope you're well. Um, okay, this is part one of my story about growing up because I don't think 10 minutes is going to be enough. We didn't have, how can I say, lots of things. We grew up a bit poor. We had to get hand-me-downs from my niece. We borrowed clothing and shoes from them if we have to go to church and all of that. And my father worked at Transnet. It's the engineering yard of the trains, if you can name it like that. Due to ill health, he lost his job. We lived 30 kilometers outside of the city, so if we want to go and buy groceries, we had to walk 30 kilometers into the city and 30 kilometers back home. And nobody picked you up. They just drove past. And we kind of got used to that. And my uncle died, and my aunt decided, sorry about that, my aunt decided to sell the house, so we had to move. I know if you're not from South Africa, you're not going to know what I'm talking about, but I will try and explain it to you. We moved to a house. It's like the houses where the people who worked at Transnet or inside the trains, they lived there. Now, let me tell you, it's a zinc house with a cardboard thingy. So it's zinc on the outside, then the cardboard, and then you're inside our house. It was so cold during the winter. If you put a glass of water in the windowsill, the next morning that water is frozen. You could scratch the ice off the windows from inside the house. So we were not lucky to have a duvet set. You take 5 blankets and put it over you just to be warm. In summer it was extremely hot. My father took the hose pipe and made the ceiling, or not the ceiling, the roof. He put water on the roof just to get some kind of, I don't know, cold air into the house. I don't know how it worked, but yes, that's what he did. Then we were receiving money from welfare to help us to get through the month. And then one day something happened. I don't know what happened with the welfare money, but they stopped paying it out for 6 months. Now here comes the best part. For 6 months we received food parcels from welfare, and then clothing from the church, and sometimes food parcels from the church as well. I kid you not, I promise you here where I'm sitting, the maize meal that we had to use to make porridge. I don't know if you know the critters, they call it meat. We had to eat that porridge with the meat inside. You didn't have a choice. The mince, the beef mince, was putrid. My father had to put vinegar just to take the smell away. We had to eat that mince. We didn't have a choice. It went as far as catching birds. We had to catch birds and eat the wild birds because there was nothing to eat. It was so bad. And luckily after 6 months he got his money. It went better for a while, but we still haven't recovered. We haven't recovered. After that, everything was just, you were bullied at school, you were made fun of when you were poor, and at this moment, that is why I decided to invest in the Blueprint program. for my kids, because I don't want my children to go through what I went through. Don't get me wrong, if I have to do it all over again, I will. Because that is when you learn to appreciate what you have. But I don't want my kids to go through that. Really, I don't. And I'm not sad about the way I grew up. I love my parents to bits and I miss them so much. But unfortunately, they both passed away. So please, like, follow, save my video, share my video. I'm here for the families. I don't want to see you or your children struggle. So please get back to me and I will gladly assist. You see, Crazy Kathy is gone, but she's back now. So please, it will be the best investment ever. And you can go and look on TikTok for the digital growth community. You can go and search it on Google. It's everywhere. It's on Google, Instagram, TikTok. There's a few on Pinterest and then on YouTube as well. I am real. I'm a real person. I'm not a robot speaking to you or trying to be someone that I'm not. So I'm going to leave you my website address. All you have to do is put in your email address. It's obligation free. You're not going to pay anything. Sorry, you see, I'm actually Afrikaans because I'm from South Africa. But it's obligation free. You're not going to pay anything. As soon as you put your email address in the box that's provided, then a thank you video will open up and Michelle will explain everything to you. And you don't have to start on the most expensive package. My package is $300. So start small and build your way up as you make money. But it was nice to share my story with you. And if you want to share your story with me, it's fine. I'm here to listen, because we're all human and everyone has struggles and everyone has problems. So may you have a lovely, I don't know where you live, morning, afternoon or evening, and thank you for listening to me.